to the last part of section 5. We're actually looking at an application problem involving parabolas. This situation, we have a ball that's thrown with initial upwards velocity of 66 feet per second. That's the initial velocity. It starts at a height of 4 feet off the floor. And the question is, if we are throwing this ball or hitting this ball like a volleyball at this speed, starting at this height, how far above will it be at the time that it's at its maximum height in the field house? Well, we're going to work with this equation right here that's been given to us. Our values for this equation is A equals negative 16, B equals 66, and C equals 4. We're still going to do the exact same things, and we're going to find the axis of symmetry. Because I'd like you to think with me, if we hit a ball, and we're hitting it up, and it's falling back down, that's in the shape of a parabola. And right in the middle of that parabola is the axis of symmetry. So, if we can find that value, that distance will be the value of x, or the value of t for time for it to get to the peak. So, let's find the value of the axis of symmetry. The opposite of 66 over 2 times negative 16. Well, that's negative 66 over negative 32. If you use your calculators, you could take the opposite of 66 and divide it by the opposite of 32, and you get 2.0625. So, as we're looking at that, we want to round that, and so we're going to say t, or x, equals 2.06 seconds. For the sake of our problem, we're going to consider this to be 2 seconds. But our second part of the problem asks for the height at which the ball reaches at that time of the vertex. So, our height equals negative 16 times our time squared plus 66 times our time plus 4. And in place of that value, we're going to put the value 2. Now I know that's an estimate or an approximation, but we're going to put that value 2 that we got from the original problem. So, h equals negative 16 times 4 plus 132 plus 4. That's negative 32 plus 132 plus 4. So as we're looking at this, that value will be 104 feet. So as we're working through this, we need to make sure that we've answered our questions and tried to assimilate and figure out all the correct answers. Is that the actual answer? Let's go back and through and check. Did you use your calculator? Maybe we should have. If you had, you would have realized that the 32 was really 64. I wonder if you caught that. Actually, the correct answer is 76 feet. Always use your calculator to check your work, but try to do it without a calculator nonetheless. So our correct answer is 76 feet off the ground as the maximum height of our parabola.